tickets to the basketball game, to Carolina State basketball game. He got me in, and a football game, a couple football games. So I went.
You're blue.
I went there. Yeah. I didn't get to see.
I'm playing another league, 6-0. I'm playing against a team that's 6-0.
Hooked me up.
You know me, I suck. I'm 3-2.
And that's crazy.
And thank you, Coach. We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan.
Broadcast up. He's a Seahawks too.
New Jersey. Unlike any other in
yeah, Coleman big time. That's crazy though. As soon as I came home, Jalen had reached out to me and just like talking to me about like school and like college and stuff like that. Cause he wanted to be a friend too. And he was just like, bro, I'm kind of scared. Like, I know friends make you cut your hair off and stuff like that. You know, Jalen got a scar on his head. Yeah. And then he's like, bro, I can't cut my hair off. I can't let people see me like this. And that was crazy how like he was just talking to me. I was like, damn. It's crazy you become people's big brother who really not even your own brother. You know what I mean? Right. Because I was just thinking about how like this like conversations Gary and I should be having with him. Like I'm having these conversations, and that's just like, dang, it's kind of reason why I'm at A&T for so long. You know what I mean? And I haven't graduated because I done connected so many kids from back home. You know, so like I'm just like, it's crazy. Everything happens for a reason though. That's why I just tell kids like, just try. You can't quit. I'm gonna try to work out something a little down. Yeah, like I'm out here. Man, I know the crazy thing is I know the athletic director on a first name, last name basis. His name Earl, white man. He just moved us from the MEAC to the whatchamacallit, so we're no longer in the HBCU conference. We're in the Big South. Right.
Webb and Belmont and oh yeah. I mean, y'all gonna wreck shop, bro.
Yes, exactly. So if I'm gonna go back to Greensboro next week, and I'm gonna shoot Earl a text message on my way, or email on my way back, and see if I can just talk to him and see what the golf program got going on. Yeah, I got you, Doc. Yeah, he family.
Loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's if he want to do it, though. That's if he want to try.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
He still got his girlfriend, Doc.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a catch. What a catch. Oh, what a catch.
No, they're
not. Giant first down on a gain of 16.
They get paid, man. They got about 100,000.
Guys like that make that type of a catch.
Over 10, 15,000
not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed. And now
oh my goodness.
That catch was crazy.
Kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches.
Also, he enjoyed this relationship. That is dope. I'm happy for him though. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off here for a little bit, but I'm gonna handle that for you. I'm gonna keep you technical. Alright, fellas. I'll see y'all. I'll be on a little bit later. Hellcat. I'm fucking your ass.
First down
see you next season.
Call it 8 yards. 2nd and 2.
Oh, that Cole crazy.
Man. Cole's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
Like, can you believe he's a preacher's kid?
No.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, his dad, Cole's dad is a pastor.
First carry for Peyton Barber. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
I coach Coleman in Little League, middle school, and when you're in high school, I was still middle school level coaching.
Fuck, I just gave that to you.
They have a lot of respect for you going on.
And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Yeah, and I coached him good.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive
in
the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception.
Man,
and that last one,
all them cats, man, around here.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They come through and talk to you. Conversation they might not be able to have in the game. They'll hit me up, whatever. Man, I used to have them over my house, man. We had about 18, 19 of them, man. Downstairs,
guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Get some more bread and eggs, some shit, bro.
Yeah.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
After the game, Saturday nights, he said, "Hey, man, have you talked to so-and-so?" I said, "Oh, they right here at my house." He said, "Who all over there?"
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time that led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. Way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
His name was,
This is Barkley.
he's playing the franchise. I think he knew him too.
Put the
That
team
one
on.
covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to
He was that dude, bro.
of an offensive
He played running back
they
for me.
controlled the left side
And he
when
went
they were
to
supposed
rival
They
school,
didn't
but
allow
I coached
anything
him
to
in
leak from the
Pop
backside on
One
the
and
right side
middle
of the
school. Then
offensive
he went
line
to
either.
Chris.
Well played.
Created a big
but him and his brother, they tough, man. He could run that rock, bro. He could run that rock. He could catch it too. Fly.
Jones on 1st and 10.
I know,
And this will be
I think his brother
incomplete.
got drafted or he went to the combine or something.
Second down.
His
So he
god
can't
brother
hang
played
on, and
for
as I
the
watch
Jets.
that unfold, I
Jalen Moore, he
remembered an
played
expression that I've
at
heard, maybe from you,
I
I don't
coached
know, but
JJ,
you're going to
bro.
get hit
I
anyways,
coached him
might as well
at
hold
Pop
on to the
One,
ball.
man. He
Right,
moved
you know
on me,
Coach
man.
said that, right?
His
Now
mom
you
got
actually
the job. They moved the gas
chance
stoney,
at
boy.
all.
Hurt me, boy.
Way easier said than
3
done.
games in the season, but we done won Pop One championship.
Now
I had him, bro.
back to the air on 2nd down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
He played.
And that'll
He
wind up
with the
moving the
Jets,
chains
man.
again
Right
as the
now.
tackle's going to be
Jalen
made
Moore.
at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
Never make the mistake of deceiving receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's more who you know, not what you know.
A rare start on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13.
What'd you say?
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that.
Like you
They
him
can see a
already
team
playing.
where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them.
I'm always on your
And
good
they play a
side.
game within the game. And you know what it is?
It's our play.
Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I want to hear your excuse this
Throwing
time.
on 3rd and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Don't worry
And a
about
big
it.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. A good pickup there, 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Oh, well, this looks like a blowout.
His second touchdown on the season. Yeah, the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0.
I'm just listening to the Wilson man. What happened?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Man, calm
and
down.
they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Didn't get his Easter basket. Shit, he really upset.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Right there. 54. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Jones now operating from the gun. Finds his tight end Ingram. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Can't see 7-0.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and the Seahawks have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass. It hasn't. They dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback.
Oh, you stuck outside that pocket, buddy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it
You
past the 50.
That pocket.
First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
No, you're not.
That's some of the benefits of that speed, just running people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And he will score. touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point.
Put it in, put the pitch in.
And it's now 21-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go back to the ground. This time, Barber. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All game.
Do what?
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd and 2, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Myers connects on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gallman will run it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Gallman. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 31, Jones. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
36 power.
Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Okay, there it is.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just...
And now this is
intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with it. He's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
If he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. On first down, Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. Robinson's got it. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. Nice carry.
He catch everything,
my ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Golden drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On third down, here comes Barber. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down.
You can go ahead and play it. You sure don't?
They'll try it now with Barber, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch QB drop. Check 50. Check 50. Hey, check 24.
What you gonna do your brother like that, man?
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Well, you cold-blooded. That's your brother, man. Don't
Fuller
go
in
like
on the
that.
stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Man, you cold, though.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On the ground, it's Gallman again. Well, they had a gain of 1, then 2, and now 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll look to throw. The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Brashon Perriman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Allen Robinson, 29 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down, Barber, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now Gallman. Down deep into Seattle territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 10-yard line. A great run, but, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Barber. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Here's a 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Yeah.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play.
Look like donzo.
When you get time, go in that group meet and look at that
and for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Swift, he's got the first down here inside the 30.
Yeah.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
Actually plays in group.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's